All right, let's talk about one of the most common mix-ups in the English language, one that trips up pretty much everyone: affect versus effect. But don't worry, by the end of this quick explainer, you're going to nail it every single time.
You know that feeling, right? You're writing an email, you're typing away, and then you just stop. You know one of these words is the right one, but for a split second, you're just not sure which.
And hey, if you get these confused, you are definitely not alone. I mean, they sound almost exactly the same, and their meanings are super close. But we are about to untangle this little grammar knot for good.
Okay, let's dive right in. First up to bat is affect, the one that starts with an A. I want you to think of this as your action word. This is the one you're going to be using most of the time.
So what's the deal with affect? Well, the big word to lock onto here is influence. Affect is a verb. It's a doing word. It's all about one thing actively doing something to change another. And if you remember just one thing from this whole explainer, make it this right here. It's the best memory trick in the book. A is for action. So affect is an action. Just burn that into your brain.
Let's put this into a real sentence. Say you take some medicine that makes your vision a little blurry. The medicine is performing an action, right? It's actively influencing your eyesight. So we say the medicine will affect your eyesight. Or how about this one? Tina wins a huge swimming medal. That win, that action, had an impact on her schoolwork. It influenced her performance. So winning the medal affected her performance. See? It's the action. Okay, so if affect is the action, what's the other half of the puzzle? Well, every action has a result. And that's where effect, with an E, comes in. This is your end result, the outcome. It's a thing, a noun. So a good way to think about it is this. Affect is the verb that makes the change happen. And effect is the noun that is the change itself. It's the consequence, the outcome, the final result.
And here's another fantastic little trick for you. You've heard the phrase cause and effect a million times, right? Well, just look at it. The E at the end of cause flows right into the E at the beginning of effect. It's a little clue hiding in plain sight.
Let's check out an example. A tornado comes through town. Is the devastation the action? Nope. The tornado is the action. The devastation is the result, the outcome. That's why it's the effect of the tornado.
And let's go back to Tina for a sec. Her big win affected her performance. That was the action. And what was the result of that action? It had a profound effect on her confidence. Action leads to result. Effect leads to effect. It just clicks.
So let's just pause and boil it down one more time. On one side, you've got the action, the influence, the verb, that's affect. On the other side, you've got the result, the outcome, the noun, and that's effect. This simple difference is going to get you the right answer like 95% of the time.
And here's where it all comes together beautifully in one sentence. The new policy is going to influence attendance. That's the action, so we use affect. And that action will lead to a result for the grades. That's the outcome, so we use effect. It just flows perfectly.
All right, you've totally got the main rule down. But you know English, for every great rule there are a couple of weird little exceptions. Don't worry, they're pretty rare, but knowing them will officially make you a grammar pro. Ready to level up?
So every once in a while, you might see affect used as a verb. It's a bit formal, and it means to bring about or to accomplish. Notice here, the protesters didn't just want to influence change, they wanted to make it happen. To affect change is to create that change directly.
And on the flip side, affect can sometimes be a noun. Now this one is super specific. It's pretty much only used in psychology to describe the emotional expression someone shows on their face. So unless you're a therapist, you're probably not going to need to use this one much.
Whoa, okay, that was the deep end of the pool. Let's get back to the main event and lock in the simple rules that are going to serve you every single day.
So from now on, whenever you get stuck, just run this super simple two-step check. First, ask yourself, is this an action? If the answer is yes, you want affect. If not, ask, is this a result? If it's yes, you want effect. That's it. That's your whole game plan.
And really, it all just comes down to your two memory tools. Remember, A is for action, which means you use affect. And think cause and effect. The E in cause leads right to the E in effect. That's all you need.
And to bring it all home, here is one final sentence for you. The desired effect, the result of this explainer, is to positively affect, to influence your writing forever. And just like that, you've mastered it.
So, I'll leave you with this one question. Now that this is totally clear in your head, where do you think you're going to spot this mix-up first? An email from your coworker? A news article? Maybe even in something you wrote yourself yesterday? Keep an eye out, because now you're going to see it everywhere.